We're talking about all things black hair. Are you ready, ladies?
Yes.
You ready to do this?
We're ready.
I'm not hearing nothing from the left here. I don't know if they're ready or not, but whether they're ready or not, we're going to be talking hair.
All right. Or no hair.
Or no hair. Hair or no hair. We're here.
We're here.
Oh my goodness.
As the case may be.
Hair or no hair, we are here.
Amen.
Amen. So welcome, welcome, welcome to the broadcast. And I know we're going to shed some light on some things. We're going to expose some things. And we're going to put some things to rest this evening. Okay? Those of us who have any insecurities about our hair, like Ayanna Presley said, her husband said to her, you don't have to have hair to wear a crown. So whether or not you have hair, you are going to keep on wearing that crown. All right, ladies?
Yes.
We're going to wear our crown. Amen.
Amen.
So I want to introduce my special guest. I have three really good friends, and I have a daughter here. So we're going to be talking, and she's right there. That's Aisha. Aisha, wave to the folks. And to my right here, I have Ava Ann, my friend.
Good to be here.
Amen. And to my left is my good friend, Jermaine. And to my furthest left is my other friend, Pam.
Hello.
Hello. So see, I have good friends. Whether you like it or not, I have good friends. I'm just saying. Maybe some of you thought because I'm a pastor, I don't got no friends. Because some pastors just be, they be lonely. But I got friends. I got my ride or die to my left. I got another ride or die to my right. And to the further left, my other ride or die. And my daughter, woo, I don't even know what to call her. But we're here. So let's begin. Let's begin. Where do we start? So it is often said that for black women, our hair is either a blessing or a curse. Well, we're here to debunk all of that.
Yes.
We don't have no curse here.
No.
Okay? Our hair is our blessing.
Yes.
Whether it's long, short, middle of the road, nappy, you know.
No, we take back the nappy.
We'll take back the nappy. Okay.
Curly,
So there's no
natural
nappy and there's no
curly.
nice hair.
we
No.
go with kinky.
Okay, kinky. Okay.
Curly.
Coily.
So what
Yeah.
does nappy mean?
You know, it kind of has a negative
Connotation?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
It's been from slavery. They
Okay.
used to use it as a
Okay.
negative.
Okay. So we won't say nappy. I stand corrected.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm wrong
Coils.
sometimes. So, you know, what do we call it?
Curly.
We just call it
Curly,
kinky,
coily,
coily.
Natural.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It all depends.
All right, honey. So none of you got here.
Right. That's right.
We all got.
Y'all got good hair.
Coils.
Don't say good hair.
Everybody.
Don't mean that we all have good hair.
Don't say good hair. I have a friend. If you ever say in front of him that you have good hair, you have nice hair, he said, what is that?
All of our hair.
I know.
If you're referring to all of us collectively,
Yeah. No.
it's good, but
No.
when you differentiate, that's when it becomes bad.
No, he doesn't want to hear the term nice hair, good hair. Just say the person had hair.
Yes,
And that's it.
I agree.
You-
Yeah, because I mean, I think we started out saying, "Oh, she has good hair, What
Nice
is
hair,
a
nice.
nice hair." No, and that usually referred to someone who had long, flowing hair,
Looser coils.
looser coils, and you know we tend to take that on like, "Oh, you have bad." No,
Yeah.
No.
So we're gonna throw that
Debunk
out.
that,
Okay,
yes.
let's debunk that.
please.
And I kind of fell into that little place because most of my life I had really long hair that was relaxed and curled and whatever. And people would say, oh, your hair is so nice.
You have good hair.
Well, now I don't know what hair I have because it's short now. So, but here we go. So, we're going to have to do another show on here, you know, because we can't finish this in 30 minutes. You know that, right?
All right.
So
Yeah.
We'll do what we can.
we
Yeah.
do what we can,
Yeah.
and we're gonna come back again because somebody's gonna be
Part
blessed.
2?
Part 2.
All right.
Somebody's gonna be blessed, and somebody's gonna be helped today.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about our hair journey. So Miss Ava, as long as I've known you,
Yes.
your hair was always short.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a little about how you got here.
All right. So, as a little girl, you started out with mom doing the curls, the what we used to call them, something that I won't call on TV.
Cornrow.
No, not cornrows.
Oh,
you twist
China
them.
something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
The China bobs.
China
and
Yes,
stuff.
yeah.
yes.
And then, you
Corkscrew.
Corks, that's it.
That's what
Yeah.
we used to call it.
Right, and then that's in preparation now for church, right? Because then you get in the hot comb.
Yes. Oh,
And,
Jesus.
yeah, but growing up, I always had very thin hair,
Mm-hmm.
and so as I became, a little bit older and I could really fend for myself, I decided that I was going to cut
Uh-huh.
so that my hair would appear stronger and healthier.
Okay.
And so for a and fuller, right? So for a very long time, I decided to go that route, and that is where I have continued. I have had textured hair where I kept in a short pixie style, and then I went natural, and this, I'm telling you, has been a total blessing.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes, and you won't go back.
I will not.
And what I've noticed, what I've noticed over the
Yes.
past few months is that you have gotten considerably shorter. Because you used to wear the little, I don't know what you call it, the little
Yes,
twisty
coils.
The little
Yes, the
coils.
little
Yes.
coils.
Yes.
And then that's gone.
Yeah.
So now it's
Well, it's just a matter of style,
Yeah,
how
okay.
I'm feeling. I was like,
Yes.
okay, I'm gonna go low,
Yeah.
really low, and of course I'm doing it in the winter, which makes no sense, but that's okay. That's what hats are for, all right. So I've gone low, and I like it, and then maybe eventually I'll continue to grow like.
you look beautiful.
Well, thank you.
That is your hair. And maybe my husband has met you because he used to always say to me, you are the only person I know that cut their hair in the winter. He used to say that to me, and I'm like, I'm the only woman that does this? But thank you, my friend.
Yes, yes.
That
Hats.
you do it. Yes.
Hats.
So, Aisha, your journey as your mother, I could talk about your journey, but you talk
Tell
about
it.
you talk about your journey.
I'm about to tell. So I think of memories as a child getting my hair done, right? And, growing up in the Caribbean when I was little. And I just remember the pulling and the tugging
Yeah.
and the tenderness and and for me, I think that was, it's kind of, I don't know if you want to call it trauma.
Traumatic.
A little bit maybe, but those are some of my early memories.
Right.
of
Yes,
getting
right.
hair
Yes,
done.
yes.
But then as I got older, then came the pressing comb.
Oh,
Yes.
You go and get the blowout and the lots of
The hot
wax
comb.
and the-
Yes.
Ooh, you hear
and
it
then-
sizzling.
but you felt like because you could do this, and it was a good feeling, right? It was like you could flick your hair like what you saw on television, and then we moved from that to a relaxer,
Yes.
and then I had the trauma again. I had some trauma with hair, but there was the time when someone used the wrong strength relaxer after a different relaxer within a shorter period of time.
Yeah.
So didn't really understand the scalp and hair, what have you. So then all hair was breaking. So trauma, right? And after that, someone gave my mom the idea, hey, put in a Jerry curl.
Oh, Jerry curl. You remember Jerry curl?
So there I was. I was one of those with the plastic cap at night and the neutralizer. Snitches so blue. Yeah, so that was a journey for me. And then in college, you growing up, we would do box braids. I don't know if anybody else up here did box braids, but I did them maybe twice. I allowed someone to do my hair, couldn't keep it in long. And after that, it was around the end of my last year in college that I was kind of braiding my hair, taking it out and doing the wavy, right? Everybody has probably done that. And my hairdresser is the one that caused me to make this final switch over to what I am now in the dreadlocks. And she would not give me a relaxer because it was too soon. And the senior gala was coming up. And I was like, these roots are kind of crunchy. I need them straightened out. What can you do? She's like, I will not give you a relaxer.
Right.
It's too soon. It's going to damage your hair. After that, I never went back. And the lock journey began.
How many years?
22.
Wow.
Yeah, this year will be 22 years.
Lovely.
Yeah.
But there was one instance that I remember, and I laugh about it to this day. And Nicole and I had a big laugh last week
Oh boy, at my expense.
of you going to the hairdresser
I know this one.
between relaxer
Braids.
and braids
It
and
was
trying to
braids.
go to locks, right?
So I was taking out some braids. I took them out, and I decided that I wasn't going to wash my hair myself and detangle and all that stuff. I wanted to go to a hairdresser and let them do all the work. That I did. So I went to one of the Dominican
Yes.
shops, and the lady, poor lady, she was like, "Oh, your hair is very, very strong, very strong." And I was like, "Oh my gosh." So the curls went in, and I came out with bangs that look like this, like the sponge roller bangs. That's what I was coming out of.
Yes.
Oh my God.
This woman thought that she could take this hair in its state
It was a challenge.
and curl it and then do all this stuff. So we laughed.
She tried though.
We laughed from inside the salon until we got because Aisha looked like a runaway child with these ugly bangs that were
Listen.
neither straight nor curly.
Right.
And then the back of the hair, I don't know what that was.
Yeah.
But we laughed the whole way home.
Listen, everybody has probably had an experience at the Dominican hair salon. They can slay that hair. They can get it straight, bone straight.
Yeah.
But yeah, mine was a challenge.
Yes. Yes, it was.
It was a challenge.
So my friend here to the left, Sister Jermaine,
My hair journey.
Yeah.
look at this beautiful
So-
woman right here.
Lovely.
Before she goes, I have to tell you, there are women out there that suffer from what we call alopecia. And if you listen to women's stories, like I listened to Ayanna Presley's journey, and yes, it's traumatic. Anything that happens with our hair is traumatic. If it's not good, a good experience, it traumatizes us because it's our hair, and we always want our hair to look beautiful and whatever. So this is going to be an encouragement to some of you who want to hide behind maybe a wig, and it's okay. There's nothing wrong with wearing wigs, but you can look like Sister Jermaine. There is nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with you. You can still wear your crown on that head. So Sister Jermaine, tell us a little bit about your journey.
So, just like Aisha and everybody else, I was born with hair. Doesn't look like it, but I was. And, growing up, we had the hair, and natural hair.
Yes.
And I remember, as a child, and my mom, she works on Saturdays. She used to work on Saturdays. So she would ask me to wash my hair, and then my hair is out until she gets home. So by the time she goes to comb the hair, the trauma. And in those days, we didn't have all the fancy stuff that we had now. Maybe if we did, it would have been okay, because we have all sort of stuff now to detangle and make your hair soft,
right.
all that good stuff. I know we didn't have any of that. So by the time she started combing my hair, it was so painful. I actually hated washing my hair. So I used to not wash my hair for weeks if I could get away with it, because I just hated what would have to come after. But as I grew up, I started using iron comb, the hot iron, and then that used to freeze up because we're from the Caribbean. So the weather and the heat and the humidity, and sometimes it will rain. You go outside and it drizzle, and that's the end. That's the end of that
Oh, yes.
that nice look.
Yes.
So then came the relaxer. But then the relaxer itself had its own issues because you get your scalp burnt, and you know, people didn't know what they were doing. It was a new product, so to speak, and you know, all this stuff. And you know, after a while, and you know, your hair would break. I didn't break that much, but then after a while, I think my hair started falling out. Probably before I even got to 30, I was in my late 20s when it started falling out. But it would fall out from the middle, so you wouldn't really see it. So I still could get away with, you know, relaxing my hair, pulling up in one and doing certain things with it, and just get creative. And you know, you wouldn't really see it. Even put braids in, and you wouldn't really notice it. And after a while, I just stopped doing all that stuff to see if it would grow back. I migrated to London in 1997 and went to the doctor, and they said, oh, use coconut oil and all this stuff. And I did all the stuff, and nothing, it didn't get any better. As a matter of fact, it got worse. And so the hair started falling out from the middle, and then worked its way to the front, and then started working its way around to the side and then to the back. And so it was a challenge for me. You know, I migrated to the United States, to Boston, and I've been to my doctor, I've been to the specialist and all that, and eventually they said to me that they can't do anything for me. That was very traumatic. I remember when I was coming home on the bus that day, I was crying. I was literally crying. It was like a death. Growing up in the Caribbean, and certainly in the church, we always, and in our community, our culture, your hair as a woman is everything. You know, it's you know, it's all about your hair. You know, so and I love my hair. When I was younger, I used to go to the hairdresser every 2 weeks, and I have it washed and just relaxed. And I spent a fortune on my hair because I just love my hair. So having now to not have my hair, and part of your identity is what I was saying. You know, even feeling beautiful, feeling like you're appealing to the opposite sex and all that. Kind of your hair played a big part in that too, because you know, that's just the way it is. And so I had to let go all of and one day get to the place where I just decided, you know, this is it. You know, this is who I am, and this is who I'm going to present myself to be. I do wear wigs sometimes because I like it, but I've stopped hiding, because what I started doing whilst I was here was starting to get weave. I never used to do weave before because I never liked it. But then the weave, they were able to be, you know, they're very clever, these people. They do a good job, and there is no shame in the weave. They do an amazing job, because I could have still be wearing it and you wouldn't know, because, you know, some of those hairdressers, they're amazing. But I just felt like I didn't like it. You know, your hair get hot in the summer and you're sweating and you can't take it off. You just want to drag it off and all that kind of stuff. And one day, it was the 4th of July, just 2 years ago, 2020, and I took some pictures and put it up on Facebook. I just felt like it was like coming out for me. You know, I did wear my hair bald before, but that was when and then I went back to cover it all up. But I once or twice before I did. But I felt like this is it. You know, I felt like I was in bondage with you know, trying to be what I'm not. Now, even wearing the wigs now, I feel fine. I take it off, I put it on, because it's a hairstyle. But I feel I had to get to a place where I felt comfortable with myself. Mind you, even then, making that decision, it wasn't the most comfortable thing to do. It's still a journey. It was still a journey from then to where I am today. Because, you know, but people are becoming more receptive of you know, understanding that. And as a matter of fact, it's only after I had this issue and watching some documentaries and doing some reading, you realize, I can't remember the percentage, maybe Pastor E knows, but a huge percentage of women actually have alopecia.
Yes.
And sometimes
Very
you hear people
common.
criticize, oh, these women, they always with false hair. We don't really know what's going on underneath the false hair. And, you know, I might have fallen into that trap too, perhaps, I don't know. But, you know, sometimes we judge people, but we really don't know what's going on. It could have been just like I was doing. I was trying to hide a problem.
So you are a free woman.
I'm free.
Yeah. She is
Amen.
a free woman. You know, this morning I had breakfast with a friend of mine, and we were talking about the freedom of letting go of the chains that are binding us. Some of them, they're not worthy of us.
No.
But we, you know, we hold on to these things, and we are so shackled. But when we let go of these things, drop them off, oh my gosh, it's like 2,000 pounds come off your shoulder and you feel you can live. And especially when you can see somebody like you out there, you know, being proud of who they are and, you know, sure of themselves. But like you said, it took a while. It's still a journey. And we don't discount anybody's journey because everybody has their walk to walk. And
That's
we're
right.
not going to criticize anybody, but just understand that we're here to encourage you that you can be just like Sister Jermaine. You can, when you're ready, and you decide that you feel comfortable in your own skin, and you can do this, let the world see you for who you are, then you do it. There is no time limit on when you get rid of this. She had to come to that point for herself. Others had to. So this is just encouraging that, listen, here or no here, as black women, we are here and we're here to stay. Okay?
That's right.
Reverend Pam,
Yes.
what's your journey?
Oh my.
And we have a few minutes.
I've had quite a journey. I have worn every style imaginable, except for my sisters here. But what I really would like people to know is your hair does not define you.
That's right.
Whatever style you have or don't have, it's all right. I prefer shorter hair now. I've always had a nice length of hair. It was always healthy, and you know, I went from the straightening comb, where you know how your mom said, hold those ears,
Oh, yes.
and you'd be
Yep.
inching away from the straightening comb, then to a relaxer, Jerry curl.
Yeah.
I had dreads for 10 years, and now I'm here. And I don't know what I'll do next week. Tomorrow I might want red hair or
I know
black.
what you're going to do.
Yes, versatility.
That's
Yes.
right.
I know what you're going to do. Because every time she sees my purple hair, she said, I want my hair purple. But she doesn't have the guts to do it. But
How you know? She might.
bite the bullet someday and do it. Okay, honey? So, listen. So, I'm not even going to tell you about my hair journey, but I'm just going to give you one little thing. So, my whole life, as I said, I had long hair, and then, you know, getting older, I decided, okay, you know, I'll cut it off and whatever. And it's easier. It's, you know, I don't have to go to bed with a wrap and this, that. And my hair, when I go out in the sun and it's humid, my hair just balls up. It's like a ball, no matter how you straighten it. You go out and it's like, I can actually feel it go. And so I can't be bothered. Or if it's rainy, oh my hair goes, and it's tight, and it's like an afro. Which I wore too. I had a big old afro back in the late 70s, big afro. But you know, we go through changes, and you know, we follow the whatever is popular at the time.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give you one thing before we close, because like I said, we're coming back with part 2. So my good friends here, they've always had their hair, is it blonde? You consider it blonde, right?
Whatever.
Whatever.
Platinum over here.
Platinum, blonde, honey
honey
blonde,
blonde.
whatever. But it looks really, let me tell you, it looks really good on both of you.
Yeah.
So my hairdresser, my hairstylist, for years wanted me to go blonde. I said, no, not doing that. So after many years, one Saturday I went down and the pressure was too much. You see how people could pressure you into doing what you don't want to do? So she said, is today the day we're going to do it? I said, you know what? Just do it. Just do it, because I can't anymore.
Right.
So she bleached my hair because it was purple. So she had to get all that residue off and whatever to get the blonde in. So she did it and she put the blonde in. She said, oh, it really looks nice. So she brought the mirror. And I looked in the mirror. I said, what? Who is... I looked at myself in the mirror. I didn't even recognize myself. I'm like, if you think for one moment that I'm going outside these doors with this hair, it ain't happening. Now, she wears her hair blonde sometimes, and it looks good.
Yeah.
You guys look really, really nice. But me, I didn't even recognize who I was.
So you didn't like it on yourself.
No. And then to make it worse, parts of it didn't take. The purple was peaking. I said, do me a favor. Let's get this foolishness out of my hair because I'm not doing this. And so we had to go through another process
Wow.
to get the purple back in.
Yeah.
So it was a whole day in the salon. And so that, I know that I've written off the blonde. God bless you all. You all are beautiful. Go ahead.
Thank you. Mine is
Yes.
blonde, too.
And you're blonde too. God bless you all.
That's pretty.
But this girl here, not being the blonde.
Not for you.
I don't know even how I got to purple, because I used to do reds for a long time. But then when I tried the purple, I haven't gone back. I love the purple. Now, so we're going to close because time is of the essence here. But I want to tell you, these women are coming right back on another show. We're going to talk because we just barely scratched the surface. But what we want you to know is that there's no shame.
No.
As a matter of fact, they just passed some legislation, and they just passed what is called the Crown Act, so that folks cannot discriminate against how we wear our hair. Because kids have been sent home from school because they have a certain hairstyle.
It's considered distracting.
Distracting. Many years ago, you couldn't go into anybody's boardroom with dreadlocks.
That's a part of my story. To be continued.
To be continued, that's part of a
Lovely.
story.
That's right.
And let me tell you part of your story too. So,
You're
ha-
going to tell me about
no, I'm going to tell you a little bit because you weren't there.
Oh, shoot.
You weren't there. I told you about it. So, one Sunday in church, somebody said, these young people are now wearing what they call dreadlocks.
Ooh.
But I don't want any rastas in my house. And I'm glad that you went to church that Sunday because you might have been really offended.
That's
So it's not just,
Imagine.
Yeah.
the white folks or other ethnicity that are criticizing us. It's our own people
Of course.
that drag us through the mud.
Yeah.
Because that lady considered anybody that wore dreadlocks
To be rest.
to be Rastafarians.
I had that same
a lack of
experience.
knowledge,
It is
You
a
had
lack
that?
of, yes.
Yeah. So
It's a lack of knowledge.
yes.
But the bottom line is we should be able to wear our hair any way that we
That's
choose because it's a matter of choice.
Yes.
If I want to go in my drawer and pull out my wig, I should be able to. You know, if I
Absolutely.
want to come in tomorrow with red hair, that should be fine
Yeah.
and acceptable.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now we can go into any boardroom, we can go anywhere because the Crown Act is in full manifestation out there. So you can't tell me don't come to work with my purple hair if I want purple hair. If I want it green, I can come to work with green hair.
Right.
Of course, everything should be done,
In order.
decently and in order, So ladies, I'm so happy that you were here to share your story. But we're coming back because, like I said, we just barely scratched it. And you have more stories.
Yes.
You got more stories about your hair. You do. And my friend here. Why are you looking at me so serious? You look beautiful.
Yes.
I love
do
love
too.
this. I love it. You know, you can wear your wig whenever you want. Do
touching
whatever
my
you
hair.
want. But you look
your
good.
hair.
That's your hair.
Like that.
Yes.
I'm sorry I didn't have my crown to put on. Because you
Yes.
can wear your crown on that head,
That's
honey.
right.
We're black woman with hair and we're here to stay. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the program. And stay tuned because there is part 2 and maybe part 3. Because someday I will bring my hairstylist on to talk about all things hair. Because we should know how to take care of our hair as well. whether it's natural or relaxed or whatever locks, whatever we do with it, we still have to take care of it. God gave it to us, and we need to treasure it. So whether your hair is black, blue, yellow, white, blonde, curly, straight, whatever, it's your hair, and you enjoy it, and you be confident when you walk out into the world that this is me, this is who I am, and I represent the King of Kings.
That's right.
And the Lord of Lords. And if you don't like my
Amen.
hair, too bad. Amen. So
Amen.
thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I want to say thank you for joining in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. And I just want to say, this is Pastor E saying, may the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you.
Yes.
The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace until next week at 3 p.m. I love you. God bless. And have a wonderful and safe Thanksgiving. Enjoy your meal. Stay safe.
Yes.
And we'll see you next week. God bless.